Okay.
All right. How's everybody doing? Is my camera crooked? My camera's crooked. And make sure everything is good. We have been off for a couple of days, so making sure everything get back in alignment.
I'm frame where I got half of my face.
All right, this camera's on. All right, microphone's on.
Great.
Hi, we're back.
Yes.
You got yourself a nice little vacation. You got yourself a little pause for the cause. Hopefully you took the time to do some reviewing. And we had to just take care of a whole bunch of stuff concerning health. You know, we just had to take care of health around here.
Yes.
All right. So we left off 12:19. We're going to pick it right back up. Let me go to the verse. Oh. Doo-doo-doo. So, yeah, I'm having a good time. We're getting some things started. I'm progressing. I'm able to do more and better than I've ever been able to do before. So, in this time, like, you know, there's more people planning to come out, which is great. You know, and we got to make our preparations for our people. You know what I'm saying? We got to have our provisions together.
Yes. Yes. Very much so.
Okay. So we look forward to the changes that are coming. Because I know some of you think like when the changes are coming, these are going to be like so great. They're not, but you know, they're going to be terrible. There's some terrible changes coming, but I'm going to get it done and do what we got to do anyway. All right. So 12 and what?
19.
12 and 19. All right. You can go ahead and pick up.
For 7 days leaven shall not be found in your houses. For whosoever eateth of leaven, that man shall perish from the congregation of Israel.
Now this brings up what I was discussing with my sister this morning, right? She's like, I think I got to redefine sin because it's apparent that my understanding is a little warped. And that is natural coming out of where you come from. Because even I had to readjust what sin was. When I saw that sin was really just rebellion to an instruction, okay? If it says eat, eat. If it says don't eat, don't eat. If it says go, go. If it says go direct, don't stop along the way, don't stop. Altering the instructions or embellishing upon them in any way incurs sin. So here we have this law. It says, don't eat no leaven whatsoever. You see that word whatsoever?
Yes, sir.
It means whatever kind of leaven you can think to come up with to get bread to be fluffy, don't do it. Then you got people trying to analyze the difference between yeast and baking powder and what's leavened and what's not. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So moving, into the next thing, I just wanted y'all to just kind of get the understanding to kind of see that, if it says a specific instruction, that is what we're going to do. And that we don't incur the sin of what? Changing or altering the instruction to thereby incur sin. Hold on one second. Whew. Okay, so no leaven whatsoever. If you're eating crackers have baking soda in them, and that's leaven. So now you've incurred sin eating crackers. Continue.
Whether ye be a stranger or homebred in the land.
Okay, so it doesn't matter, stranger or homebred in the land. Now, You notice this word in the land. In the land. So if you're not in the land, you're gonna be outside. There's no the covenant covers being in the land, meaning you have a possession in the land, not a rental. It's not a possession. Okay, that's occupying, but that's not a possession. You renting. But when you have a possession in the land, then you can exercise the law upon it. No possession, there's no enforcement of the law. You wrong. Okay? That's why it works the way it does. You see? And you can't take a possession in the land because you're not preparing for nobody else. You're going to violate the law of redemption. That's why the Most High won't give it to you, because he promised the children of Israel redemption. They can't get redemption without you following the instruction. And if you don't follow the instruction for the redemption, then you simply are a rebel. Continue.
Any mixture of leaven you shall not eat.
Any mixture of leaven. Okay, moving on.
In every place of your habitation you shall eat unleavened bread.
In every place, in every place of your habitation. You know, the habitation is the habitat. So whether you inside or outside, it don't matter. The place where you habitate is you're gonna go ahead on and have you some unleavened bread. Continue.
And Moshe called all the elders of Israel and said to them, withdraw your hands from the idols of the Mitzrayim, and take to you from the offspring of the flock, according to your houses, and kill the Paschal lamb.
Okay, so everybody, we're getting ready to go and kill the Pascha. Okay? First things first, withdraw your hands from your idols. You see this?
Yes, sir.
So the Most High told them when they was coming out of Egypt, in Egypt, to get rid of the idols that they had. So they had them. So how are these people coming out and they got idols, and we got you coming out and you think you don't have none?
Delusion.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I know we've said it a few times. I don't think some still don't get it. That an idol is more than just a statue or silver, gold. No, it's an imagination.
Yes.
You know, an ideology.
Listen,
You know,
there's nothing.
we all have them.
There's nothing you can come, any idea or book or understanding you could have gathered from outside that's going to come in and do you any service here.
No.
It's not going to work. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, it's not going to work. Okay? Everything I learned here. Okay? Some of the tools, right? A hammer is a hammer. They're the same. All right? But you can't tell the difference between a tool and an idea. So we're going to move on and just say, just leave it alone. Okay? So put away your idols, put away your ideas. You're wrong. You got to admit it. It's on you. If you don't, it's you that suffers. Trust me, it doesn't affect anybody else but you.
Yeah, because, you know, being over outside of being in the land where we are to be, what ideas we have of the law is so mixed and mingled.
Yes.
It's so mixed and mingled.
That means is you gotta
get rid of it.
You gotta let it go. Burn it.
Yeah.
Okay? Burn it. Continue.
And you shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the earthen vessel.
And so hyssop in the blood in the earthen vessel. Right? We have a lot of earthen vessels here. I know you guys probably don't you're not here to see, but like making earthen vessels here, it's not complicated. Like you don't even gotta go to the store and buy clay. You can just go outside, take up some dirt, and go ahead on and bake it up, and it's gonna make a clay pot. Like I'm just telling you. But go ahead, continue.
And upon the upper bar without, and upon the 2 posts, you shall sprinkle of the blood which is in the earthen vessel.
Okay, so we're putting the door on the 2 posts of the door and on the upper bar. Okay. Now this door is nasty. Continue.
And not a man of you must come forth from the door of his hour until the morning.
So nobody is to come outside until the morning time. Everybody stay in the house. Continue.
For the glory of Yahweh will be manifested in striking.
The glory of the Most High is about to be manifested in striking. Is this the firstborn of Israel?
I believe so, yeah.
Yes, in striking the firstborn. So that promise the Most High made when Pharaoh said no, and that he was going to end up losing his firstborn, Most High ain't forgot. He's coming to bring it up. This is what I told you was going to happen if you refuse. And now here it is. You've worked your way up to it. This is the understanding people don't have about the Most High. It's not about that. It's not this genie effect of instant. Okay, if you do this, I'm telling you, in the end, this is what you're going to lose. And then you say, no, and then you don't lose it, and then you think you're good. Yeah? There's this one day coming, right, where the glory arises. The glory. Yeah, there was glory, he said. People get ready to die. The Most High says, my glory is coming up. I'm telling you right now, there's some problems coming when the Most High's glory arises. I really don't want no part of it. I just want to be tucked away. I want to be where I'm supposed to be, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Right?
You know, it's funny how in church they'll talk about his glory upon them and it's all peaceful and everything. And then when you read it, it's like, that's completely opposite.
It's death. It's killing and slaying and wrath and because you're dirty. Well, continue.
Okay, for the glory of Yahweh will be manifested in striking the Mitzrayim. He will see the blood upon the lintel and upon the 2 posts. And the word of Yahweh will spread his protection over the door. And the destroying angel will not be permitted to enter your houses to smite.
So now the destroying angel is coming. I told you it was coming. Oh, it's coming. And it's coming to smite. Coming to smite who? Coming to smite you. This is what you're going to get. I told you it was coming. So here it is. Continue.
And you shall observe this thing for a statute to you and your sons for a memorial forever.
So we're going to observe this memorial. It's something to be remembered forever.
And it shall be when you are come into the land.
And it will be when you are come into the land. You see this whole phrasing?
Yes.
All of these important words. And it will be when you are coming to the land. Continue.
That Yahweh will give to you.
That he will give to you. Now, he didn't say it was free. He says he's giving it to you, though. But it ain't going to be free.
As he hath spoken, that from the time of your coming you shall observe this service.
From the time of your coming, you shall observe this service. See? So that means there's a whole Passover preparation that has to take place in the possession of a land that you own.
Yes. You gotta be
in the land,
in the land.
possessing it,
Yeah.
not visiting,
No. No.
not touristicating. You're supposed to
Own it.
own it and live on it. You're supposed to go in.
Oh my goodness. We're a mess. We're a mess. We're just a mess.
Continue.
And it shall be that when at the time your children shall say to you, What is this your service?
So at the time, your children's going to say to you, "What is this we doing?" So this is a question the children's supposed to ask, right? Meaning, for us, it's kind of like automatic, autopilot, something we do, and the children ask about it, and then we use this opportunity to explain it to them because it's just something we do all the time. When it comes up, this is the time for this, and we just doing it.
Yes, sir.
You're not supposed to be, all right, everybody, let's get together. We have to get ready for the pay side. No, it doesn't move like this. It's not moving like this. Continue.
You shall say, It is the sacrifice of mercy before Yah, who had mercy in his word upon the houses of the sons of Israel in Mitzrayim.
So he had mercy. So with judgment and all this glory,
Yeah, mercy.
you need mercy to survive. It's a survival thing.
The mercy is not the death, it's the
Survival.
But speaking on that, because I was sitting here, just something just as we're reading this, it's talking about this death, the death with the firstborn. You know, I don't know if anyone is recognizing as you're following through with this, the mockery of the ideal of that belief. Y'all know what I'm talking about. About the life of the firstborn being taken for the sins of the world and all this stuff. And as we're reading this and the precision that Yael took, because he told Pharaoh this is what he was going to do, this is how he was going to do it, and the purpose in which it was all behind it. So the idea of what they have given in this world with, you know what? It's a mockery against our Allah. That's insulting. You know? Because as we're sitting here reading this, now wait a minute. They literally is mocking our Allah. And then so many has joined in, our very own, once upon a time I was a part of it, partook in this mockery. You know, that's some heavy stuff. You know, that, whew. Thank you, Yael, for your mercy to let us still be living. Yeah. That's all, brother. It just, that was as we were sitting here going through this, that's what came to my mind, that they mocked.
There's
a mockery.
There's a price to pay to associate the name of the Most High with vanity. And vanity simply means uselessness. You're just saying stuff, you're doing stuff, there's not, no purpose, no nothing. Just empty. Continue.
When he destroyed the Mitzrayim and spared our houses. And when the house of Israel heard this word from the mouth of Moshe, they bowed and worshiped.
Oh, you see this bowing and worshiping?
Yes.
This is Salah, right? You don't do it because you think you know everything, but this is Salah.
It's there. Selah.
I mean, it is spelled Selah in the King James, but that Selah is actually Salah. Okay? It is the system of prayer, the bowing, going through the various, movements. Continue.
That is so true. It is solo. Oh my gosh. Now it's funny because every time we quote his songs, we're sitting there going, "Stay loud, like let it rest. Let it marinate." We're supposed to actually.
That's why I said it, sis.
Everybody in my group, we're sitting there, "Stay loud."
Yeah.
We just wholly retarded though. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Wait a minute. I told you I've been doing this with him for years, and some things still just come up. Like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you receive an instruction, you accept it, you perform the Salah, bless the name of the Most High. Salam alaikum, salam alaikum, salam alaikum.
That's what they do.
And you get up and you go and get it done.
Yeah, but no,
They don't say Selah though. I've seen the women when they pray, they don't actually say it.
Yeah. It's an action.
It's an action. Allahu Akbar, and you pray and you bow down and you go through.
Was that mocking him too? If we're being honest.
Yeah, y'all just doing some vanity, some foolishness. He's like, I didn't ask you for this.
Sit down.
Yeah, the secret
I didn't ask you for this. Just bow down. Accept the instruction and then get up and start doing it. Get yourself prepared, ready to do what he asked you to do.
Yeah. Our foolishness.
Okay, continue.
And the sons of Israel went and did as Yahweh commanded Moses.
Wait. You see that? They performed the Salah, they bowed down. They worshiped the Most High, right? That's what it says there. And they got up and went and did.
Hasten.
Okay, the Most
they
High said,
hastened.
do this through Moses. This is what we doing.
Yes, sir.
I need some of this action here.
Yes,
You don't
yeah.
want to go and do.
No, it's supposed to just come down, let the glory fall, and then it will work.
No.
I'm just here, so the power of God is with us.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen. Yeah. Foolishness.
All right, so let's do this.
Continue. Okay. And the sons of Israel went and did as Yahweh commanded Moshe and Aaron, so did they hasten and do.
So they got some pep in their step. They hopped right to it.
And it was in the dividing of.
Hold on. You know what the funny part is? These people that's listening and hopping to and doing, this is the same rebellious generation after they got out.
Yeah.
It's the same ones.
Yeah.
So in one context, they hastening and doing under the what? Under the wrath and the fury of the Most High being poured out in the plagues. Nobody got no questions now. We got to get through the storm.
It's when they got lax.
When you get lax, when you get the sun is shining, we out, the peace, everything is good.
You want to start rebelling.
All right, now, the way we used to do things back in Egypt, right?
Consistency. They're not consistent.
If anything, it's not anything you want consistent in this. So continue.
And it was in the dividing of the night of the 15th that the word of Yahweh slew all the firstborn in the land of Mitzrayim.
Okay.
From the firstborn son of Pharaoh, who would have sat upon the throne of his kingdom.
Pharaoh's son dead now.
unto the firstborn sons of the kings who were captives in the dungeon as hostages under Pharaoh's hand.
Yep, they did too. In the prison, in the palace, all the way down to the prison. All right, continue.
And who, for having rejoiced at the servitude of Israel, were punished as the Mitzrayim. And all the firstborn of the cattle that did the work of the Mitzrayim died also.
Yep, the cattle died. Look, come on, continue.
And Pharaoh rose up in that night, and all the rest of his servants, and all the rest of the Mitzrayim. And there was a great cry, because there was no house of the Mitzrayim where the firstborn was not dead.
So now the glory of the Most High has risen up, and folks is dead. Not none of this foolishness where you lay down, you know what I'm saying? Or any of these other foolish things that you think, because people is dying.
And it makes it clear that it was the word of Yah that slew all the firstborn.
Yeah, you know when this word came out? This another thing. So it says the word, don't think lettuce is walking up the street to do this. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The instruction was given all the way back with Abraham and Eleazar, and there was a preparation.
Yup. It wasn't nothing mystical about it.
So now, this word, this preparation, this promise extends all the way through time to these people down now and get them this execution. Continue.
And the border of the land of Mitzrayim extended 400 farsi. But the land of Goshen, where Moshe and the sons of Israel were, was in the midst of the land of Mitzrayim. And the royal palace of Pharaoh was at the entrance of the land of Mitzrayim. But when he cried to Moshe and to Aaron in the night of the Pascha, his voice was heard unto the land of Goshen. Pharaoh crying with a voice of woe and saying thus, Arise, go forth from among my people, both you and the sons of Israel, and go worship before Yah as you have said. Your sheep also take, and whatever of mine you have spoken about, and go. And nothing ask I of you, except that you pray for me, that I may not die.
Okay, so he asks for his own life now. Just go. This, we don't fight this. Nobody want to fight death. Nobody like death. No, but this coming. There's more death coming. Pharaoh's not finished. Continue.
When Moshe and Aaron and the sons of Israel heard the voice of Pharaoh's weeping, they were not mindful until he came himself, and all his servants and all the Mitzrayim, and urged all the people of the house of Israel that they might hasten.
Now listen to this. Moses didn't move when Pharaoh spoke the first time. Why? Because, you know, you have a tendency to change your mind. He didn't move when they heard Pharaoh yelling, you know, clear across Egypt. He didn't move. Moses moves. Moses moves when Pharaoh pull up. Him, the guards up. No. Did you hear what I said? I know you can hear me across this here water. Pack up. You stuff, take, go. Get out. And they moving. You see?
Yes, sir.
That's it, 2 times. Continue.
That they might hasten to send them forth from the land. For, said they, if they prolong here 1 hour more, behold, we are all dead.
If they stay here 1 more hour, we all die. So they left in haste. See, you don't leave it in haste today. There's no reason for you to leave hastily. It's an organized and planned manner. And if you don't come here, All right, we're back. So you're not leaving in haste today. Today you have to plan, you have to prepare so that you don't leave hastily. You're not going to be able to come here and do what you think. And the thing that you think is needed is not even here.
Yeah.
But you won't listen. You won't hear the instruction. The majority of you are going to go ahead on and do what you want to do. So, just want you to know, good luck, because this is not going to be comfortable. Okay? Continue.
34. And the people carried their dough upon their heads.
So they carry the doughs upon their heads, and they're using, we have these domed pans, right? And the dome pan, you put a little cloth or fabric underneath and you put the dome on top and you could set the dough on top. And it was cooking on their heads as they went up. To continue.
Being unleavened, and what remained to them of the paschal cakes and bitter things they carried, bound up with their raiment upon their shoulders.
So you notice this is Pascal cakes and bitter things. So they made sure they took their herbs with them. Mm-hmm. They took the seasoning. They took the herbs, the seeds and plants that were needed for health along the journey because medicine. See? Not like you. You get on a plane, you want to take pills. You don't even know to take the herbs. You need the herbs. Continue.
And the sons of Israel did according to the word of Moshe, and as to the Mitzrayim, vessels of silver and vessels of gold. And Yah gave the people favor and compassion.
So they went out, they took loans, and they borrowed stuff. Why? We need this for a preparation of where we're going. And the Most High and blessed and increased them. And now this guy who got a lot of gold, and this guy who got a lot of silver, and this guy who got a little bit of gold, and this guy who got a little bit of silver, the Most High doesn't care what they took out at that time. It's not making that individual rich. It have purpose. When called upon, every man must give according to as he have for the completion of the work ahead, not make you rich. Mm-hmm. You rich in you land, you rich in you cattle, you rich in the many things. You rich in you house, you rich in many things. But to be rich in this gold and silver, it corrupteth the person. Mm-hmm. Right? You want to commit usury upon your brother and have all the gold and all of this. It corrupteth the person. Okay? Continue.
Before the Mitzrayim, and they brought forth to them, and they emptied the Mitzrayim of their riches. And the sons of Israel moved forth from Pelusim towards Sukkot.
So they moved from Pelusim to Sukkot. Okay? In the Pesach time, they moved from Pelusim to Sukkot. And you know what Sukkot is? Sukkot is booths. This not tabernacles. This booths. And you say, what's the difference? So in the harvest time, you set up a little harvest shade station, a little booth. Right? If you've ever been to like a farmer's market, they get a little booth. Mm-hmm. Okay? This word Sukkot is booth. It's for this. This in the fall time. This when you're going out and you're harvesting and you're bringing it in and you have to sit out there for a long time. Stuff has to pass under the tithing rod. Booths. Mm-hmm. Not to be confused with the Festival of Tabernacles, which is in the springtime when we start bringing out our sheep and we go into the field for a week to commemorate living in tents.
Right.
Two different things. Mm. Continue.
130,000 protected there by 7 clouds of glory on their 4 sides. Mm-hmm. One above them that neither hail nor rain might fall upon them.
So they had a cloud above them to make sure the weather was good. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They had a good weather cloud above them. What was next?
Yes.
Nor that they should be burned by the heat of the sun.
It gave them shade and protection from the heat of the sun, no rain, no hail. So the Most High controls the weather. Continue.
One beneath them that they might not be hurt by thorns.
One beneath them to protect them from thorns, because they're going to have a stroll. It's going to be a stroke. You know what I'm saying? They got to, you know what I'm saying? So the Most High want to take care of their little dainty little feet. It's going to be a long walk. Continue.
Serpents or scorpions.
No serpents, no scorpions. Nobody's dealing with any of those issues. Continue.
And one went before them to make the valleys even and the mountains low.
And one went before them to make valleys even and the mountains low. Is this cloud changing the landscape? No, it is choosing the smoothest path, the best way for traveling. Not the fastest, not the straightest, not the quickest, the best path for traveling. Continue.
And to prepare them a place of habitation.
And to prepare them to show them the places where they will habitate. 7 clouds, one on the north, south, east, and west, one above, one below, and one leading them. Continue.
And they were about 600,000 men journeying on foot.
600,000 men on foot.
None riding on horses except the children, 5 to every man.
Okay, so none riding on horses except children, 5 to every man. So every man has a horse with 5 kids on it. Right?
Oh, that's a lot.
And a multitude of strangers, 240 myriads.
And a multitude of strangers. 240 myriads. And what else happened?
Went up with them, and sheep and oxen, and cattle.
It went up with them with sheep and oxen and cattle.
Very many.
Very many.
And they divided the dough, which they brought out of Mitzrayim, which they had carried on their heads. And it was baked for them by the heat of the sun into unleavened cakes.
So now the dough, it cooked by the sun on their heads. Like I said, you thought I was making it up. Nope. So now they got unleavened sacha bread. Continue.
Because it had not fermented. For the Mitzrayim had thrust them out, neither could they delay. And it was sufficient for them to eat until the 15th of the month Ayar.
So they left and they basically had bread, water, a few bit of herbs. They just on survival mode till the 15th
Of the month.
of the month Ayar.
Because
That's the second month after Nisan. Nisan, then Ayar.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Because they had not prepared provision for the way.
And the reason why is because they had not prepared provision for the way. So when I tell you, okay, we have to prepare, they weren't allowed or given that ability to prepare. You're just being ridiculous. You're being ridiculous about this. I mean, in all honesty. You see, you got a bunch of questions and you don't make any preparations and you want the Most High to do to you what he did for them and they had different circumstances. Okay? You can leave. You can prepare the way before you if you follow instructions, but you don't even know how to do this. This is the utter destruction. So now you want the Most High to prepare for you something so you can be reckless and ill prepared. Yeah, am I bugging? Okay, so continue. That's what that is. That I said what I said and I meant it. So it is. That's it.
Continue.
Yeah, continue.
And the days of the dwelling of the sons of Israel in Mitzrayim were 30 weeks of years. Times 7 years. Which is the sum of 210 years.
So here in the law, it tells you they were only in Egypt for 210 years. Okay? But there's a caveat here. What is the caveat?
But the number of 430 years had passed away since Yah spake to Abraham.
So 430 years has passed away since the Most High spoke to Abraham. Right? On what day?
In the hour that he spake with him, on the 15th of Nisan, between the divided parts, until the day that they went out of Mitzrayim.
So the Most High came, and now you see the 4 judgments, the plagues, and everything that was coming out. The Most High spoke to him on the exact same day. So they came out the exact same day. Okay? Well, I'm telling you, on this exact same day, these plagues gonna roll out, and you're not gonna be able to get here. Just know I said it. Okay? That's the important part. Is you know I said it. Continue.
And it was at the end of 30 years from the making of this covenant that Isaac was born. And thence until they went out of Mizraim.
So from the birth of Isaac till them coming out, it had been exactly 30 years. And you have to understand, it's 430 years from they spoke to Abraham. From the time they spoke to Abraham, 30 years later, Isaac was born. And Isaac is born in the springtime. But they let him go through his, you have this time of uncleanness, and he has to be health and fortified and cleaned up. And then once he is clean, they came to him again in the Pesach. They went to check up upon Sarah, and it was in the Passover. It's in the same time.
Right.
Same time, same day.
The 9th month, the child is separated from the people.
Yeah, there's a bunch of laws. There's a bunch of laws about the separation of children for how many days.
Yeah.
And, you know, what the situation was. But I'm not going into that.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother thing. But the fact that it was 30 years since Isaac was born, but Isaac born in the spring. But they came to check and see about him to confirm that he was here and everything was well with him in the Pesach. You see? And this again in the fall time. Continue.
And thence until they went out of Mitzrayim 400 years. The selfsame day it was that all the hosts of Yah went forth, made free from the land of Mitzrayim.
Okay, so it was on the exact same day. Self-same is the exact same day. All right. You better have your notebooks ready for this next one. This is a doozy. You speak up. Speak up. They need to hear this.
4 nights are there written in the book of memorials.
4 nights are written in the book of memorials.
Before Yah of the world. Night the first, when he was revealed in creating the world.
So he was revealed in creating the world. He began creating the world on night the first, this Pesach. He finished in Tishri, and it was the beginning of the world. But it began Pesach, this day. Continue.
The second, when he was revealed to Abraham.
The second, he revealed himself to Abraham, this Pesach. 15th day, because you know it's the 15th and the 9th, and then in the 9th or the next morning, but it's this time, Pesach. It's the second one, the world, Abraham. That's the Most High telling you these are the most important ones. Here we go, number 3, hold on.
The third, when he was revealed in Mitzrayim.
The third, when he was revealed in Egypt, and he brought them out free. After he plagued them and destroyed them, that night they came out, exact same night. That's number 3.
His hand killing all the firstborn of Mitzrayim.
Killing all the firstborn. Nobody will forget it. We waiting on the 4th, come on.
And his right hand saving the firstborn of Israel.
And preserving the firstborn of Israel. Okay? They died. Ours lived. Whew, it was a close call because we was all together. Guess what? There's still a 4th night.
The 4th, when he will yet be revealed to liberate the people of the house of Israel.
Okay, your liberation coming.
From among the nations.
From among the nations.
And all these are called nights to be observed.
All of these are nights to be observed. So you're coming out again, like it or not, on this Pesach. Go ahead, continue.
For so explained Moshe and said thereof, it is to be observed on account of the liberation which is from Yah.
It is to be observed on account of the liberation which is from before Yah. Now it's coming.
To lead forth the people of the sons of Israel.
To lead forth the people of the sons of Israel.
From the land of Mitzrayim.
The west. Go ahead.
This is that night of preservation from the destroying angel.
The night of preservation from the destroying angel. So the destroying angel coming again, I'm telling you, this is going to be a doozy because you're not coming out until after it's finished. You see?
Yes, sir.
This is what Amos is talking about when he's like, listen, the whole world is going to face this destruction and he's purging his people in the eyes of the nation this time. Woe to anybody at this time. I don't even see how y'all going to survive. This is the same thing Jeremiah talking about. This is the same thing Ezekiel talking about. Isaiah is talking about. And somehow everybody is out here thinking they got it together. And I'm looking at these instructions saying, you know, we haven't done this.
I was thinking the very same thing just now, sir.
We haven't done this. I'm working as hard as I can to do it, but it's not something that is easily done. It requires the nation to kind of get up and do which is lawful and right. And the problem is the instruction says you don't.
Yeah.
So we continue.
This is that night of preservation from the destroying angel for all the sons of Israel who were in Mitzrayim, and of redemption of their generations from their captivity.
So now we're talking about and redemption.
Yeah.
So now redemption is available once you have a land and food and cattle. You can do some redemption and you could begin to redeem the people. You cannot redeem, you don't have no possession. So the redemption begins same time. You see this?
I do, sir.
Redemption. It didn't say, the preservation is the other one. This one says a redemption.
Yeah, this one's the redemption.
All right, continue.
A sojourner or a hired stranger shall not eat thereof.
A sojourner or a hired stranger does not eat
Yeah,
thereof.
I wonder if anyone is really paying attention that Passover, has always been from the very beginning. I mean, going back over this book of memorial, then a lot of us think, oh, the Passover started when children of Israel came out of Mitzrayim. No, it was in that timing, but actual Passover has always been. It shows you how methodical Allah is in everything that He does. He has a time for everything. It's just up to you to catch up with the time. Wow. That's all, sir. Yes.
Continue. This is see for sojourners. Now, some of y'all don't understand what a sojourner is, right? So I'm gonna give you this person. This is a person is a person on a temporary stay. Okay. So if you passing through, you just waiting to get up on your feet. You know what I'm saying? You're just living and abiding here for the meantime, in between time, to see how things going to pass out. You're just a sojourner. You haven't joined the congregation. This sojourner. And a hired stranger is I pay you to do some work, and that is all. You're not one of us. So the sojourners and the hired strangers, they shall not eat thereof. So please understand, this goes kin, not kin. Right? Because sojourners and hired strangers, these are behavioral patterns. This is the status you put yourself in. So what does it say for them?
In his own company he shall eat.
You eat, on you on. You over there, you eat by yourself.
Oh, snap.
And what else?
Thou shalt not carry any of the flesh out of the house from thy company, nor send a gift one male to his neighbor.
Okay, we'll be right back after this. Okay. So the sojourner, a hired stranger shall not eat thereof. So you know the classification now of a sojourner. You know what a hired stranger is. It's somebody I'm just paying to do some work. So we don't go out and make gift of this during this time. Okay? Continue.
In his own company he shall eat.
He eat on his own, in his own company, however he's doing it. Okay? You're not getting none of this sanctified meal. You on your own. Continue.
Thou shalt not carry any of the flesh out of the house from thy company.
You don't carry any of this delicious, sanctified Holocaust for him to get a taste. He's not getting none. What's next?
Nor send a gift one male to his neighbor.
And you don't send the gift and deliver it by mail to your neighbor either.
And a bone of him shall not be broken, for the sake of eating that which is within it.
Okay, so that's it. We're not going to be breaking it up and no. This is what we doing. Next verse.
All the congregation of Israel shall mix together. this one with that, one family with another, that they may perform it.
Now, this one with that. So now a protocol for the Pesach is to mix and mingle together. So when you see me conducting the Pesach, you will see me with a mixed family grouping. So I have my teacher with me and his family and others who keep my covenant with me to eat together. It's mixed. Okay? Protocol for Pesach. However, atonement, they have a different protocol. It is unmixed. Everyone must be exact in their place according to who they are and where they belong, male, woman, child. Everybody's in order. It's specific. Continue.
This one with that, one family with another, that they may perform it. And if a proselyte sojourn with you,
Oh,
Wait a minute.
so there's a different sojourner.
Yep.
So this a proselyte sojourner, this a student. You see that? This student, he's come to learn, he's come to accept, he's following in this way, he's walking it. This a proselyte sojourner. This a sojourner, okay? He come to sojourn with you. Okay. And what happened?
and would perform the Paschal before Yah,
Okay, now he wished to perform the Pesach with us. Okay, this is a good thing. Do we have to check, make sure about?
let every male belonging to him be circumcised.
Let every male belonging to him be circumcised. Okay?
And so be made fit to perform it.
And now he's fit to perform it. And what happens to the proselyte sojourner? Now that we verified his circumcision, he's following us in what we teaching and doing here in the land. He knows we moving in this lawful way. He's walking with us, right? Now, what is this person?
And he shall be as the native of the land.
And he shall be as the native. See, sojourner regular, regil, as we say. This sojourner regil, this one, he's a sit over there, he's a by himself. This is sojourner proselyte, he's come, he's a learning, he's a studying, he's a going through the process with you, he's in development, and instantaneously upon he have his circumcision, he is considered native. Sojourner weirdo and sojourner native. There's two sojourners.
See that. I see that. And the difference? The sojourner regular is the rebellious one.
Right, he's rebel.
He rebel.
Regular rebel.
And the proselyte one is the humble and shame.
He's come to learn. He's open. Listen, what we doing, all right? We studying the books, all right? We making something. Whatever it is we doing it together. That's the difference. Continue.
But no uncircumcised one of the sons of Israel shall eat thereof.
And it says, no uncircumcised one of the sons of Israel. How come it's mentioning sons in this type of sojourning? Because you have to become a sojourner to enter. You're going to have to become a proselyte and go through the reversion. There's no way around it. They have to do it, and they was coming out of Egypt. You have to do it, you coming out of the West. It's going to be the same. Continue.
One law shall there be as to appointments for the native and for the proselyte who sojourneth among you.
Okay, one law to the native and for the proselyte who sojourneth among you. Now, when it mentions native and proselyte, it's telling you, okay, the blood son is the same law as the one who converts and follows in our ways, customs, traditions, and our practices. Okay? They one and the same. Okay? If they came to learn, they came to learn. So, we read in the law about the stranger. It says, if a stranger flees and comes to you, he says he's under the protection of my Shekinah. That's it. He has to start receiving some type of provision because he fled from his idols. Can't just throw him back just because, hey, you was out there. Okay? That's not what we do. That's not what we do. There's time. Okay, let's see if you're going to change, if you're going to develop, or you're going to continue in your way. Either way, we're going to see. Continue.
And all the sons of Israel did as Yah had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they.
Okay.
And it was on that same day that Yah brought forth the sons of Israel from the land of Mitzrayim with their hosts.
Mm-hmm.
And Yah spake unto Moses, saying, Sanctify before me every firstborn male, whatsoever openeth the womb of all the sons of Israel among men, and also among beasts is mine.
Okay. Set apart, sanctify, separate from everybody, all the firstborn, because it's mine. So now I want you to understand, right? The Most High has certain portions, right? The firstborn is his. The tithe is his. So whether he chooses to destroy it or preserve it, it is his according to the law. In this time, the Most High dealt with the tithe. I mean, he dealt with the firstborn. In our time, he's dealing with the tithe. This is going to be a struggle.
Oh, yeah.
This is slim pickings. You see how the tithe is preserved?
Yes.
The tithe of the world, he take from them 1/10. 1 in 10. Okay? The tithe of the children of Israel, he take 1/3. Okay? However, this third preservation is last. You understand? Yes. The preservation of the third is last because you'll make up 1/3 of the population in the land. Seeing as how you came in and you got purified and cleansed in the land, he carries through his third, preserving them all. If you come in with us, because we're going in the land. And you follow instructions and you get the benefits. However, before that time, not so much. There's something else. I'm trying to tell you, it's a brutally strange thing coming. Not the likes of which have never been seen.
I have a quick question, sir. With the proselyte, is the proselyte we know is the one who takes upon our way and walks in it? Is it what qualifies that proselyte? Them being part of the 70 nations? Because I know with Nephilims, not too much. So how is that? How do you distinguish that?
Well, again, anyone.
Okay.
Anyone
okay.
can proselyte.
Okay.
Anyone. There's no limitation in the book anywhere to stop anyone from becoming. Okay?
Yes.
They just have to be willing. So where you see rebellion, no chance in this one, proselyting.
Okay.
Here don't want.
Okay.
You can go.
Yes. Thank you for that clarity, sir.
All right, continue.
And Moses said to the people, remember this, the day in which you went out free from Mitzrayim, from the house of the bondage of slaves.
There's two separate things. Remember this. Two different occasions. From the west, from the house of the bondage of slaves. For what?
For by great strength of hand did Yah bring you forth from thence, and you shall not eat leaven. This day you are come out free on the 15th of Nisan, which is the month of Abiba.
Which is the month of Abiba, the month of the springing. So now you're talking about, this is the fall. Nisan is now called Abiba because we sprang forth. Okay? Abiba is in the fall, not the springtime. Okay? It's the Adab spring that we're talking about. It's this thing. Continue.
And it shall be when Yah your Allah shall have brought you into the land of the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and Amorite, and Hibite, and Jebusite, which he sware by his word unto Abraham to give you, a land producing milk and honey, that thou shalt keep this service in this month.
Okay, so now we're going into the land, and we're going to have sheep and goats, and we're going to keep this service. Okay?
Yes, sir.
There's a service to be kept. We're going to keep it. Okay, continue.
7 days shalt thou eat unleavened cakes.
Okay, 7 days we eat 11 cakes, no problem.
And on the 7th day shall be a feast before Yah.
And on the 7 days is a feast, no problem.
Unleavened cakes shall be eaten 7 days.
11 cakes is eaten 7 days.
And nothing leavened shall be seen with you.
And nothing leavened shall be seen with us.
Nor leaven itself be seen with you in all your borders.
So no leaven is to be seen with me in the borders. Okay? So we put it outside. It's going to stay out there till we're done. Okay? Once I put it out there, it's going to stay out there. Nobody's going to pick it up. Nobody's going to touch it. Nobody's going to bother it. Nobody's going to carry it. It's going to just sit over there for 7 days until the end of 7 days when we can have it again. Continue.
And you shall instruct your son on that day, saying, this precept is on account of what the word of Yah did for me in miracles and wonders, in bringing me forth from Mitzrayim. And this miracle shall be inscribed and set forth upon the tefillah of the hand, on the top of thy left arm, and for a memorial inscribed and set forth upon the tefillah of your head, set between your eyes on your forehead, that the law of Yah may be in your mouth.
So hold on a minute. So here's a precept now.
Yes, precept.
Yes, on this account of what the word of Yah did for me. It didn't say for them.
Right.
It said did for me in miracles and wonders. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And in bringing me.
Yeah. Personal.
Me out of Mitzrayim. He brought me out of Mitzrayim. Not them.
Right.
It's not a them thing. It's a me.
Right.
Okay? And it's supposed to be inscribed upon the tefillah of your hand. Right? Right? It's inscribed upon your hand. You wear it on work days and not on Shabbats and solemnities. So it's inscribed on your left hand. It's on the left shoulder of your arm and also supposed to be for your forehead. And to set these between thine forehead, that the law may be in your mouth. Because, and this is what the Tefillah says, in strength with the mighty hand, Yah brought me forth from Mitzrayim. Me. Continue.
You shall therefore keep this statute of the tefillin in the season to which it belongs. On work days.
Work days.
Not on Shabbat.
Not on Shabbat.
Or solemnities.
Not on solemnities.
And by day.
And by day.
Not by night.
Not by night.
They worrying about fringes.
Oh, and their cords are blue.
And they need to be
concerned about wearing that.
Yeah, definitely.
I gotta have my fringes. Wait out. Make sure you put the fringes on.
But you know what? The Most High didn't bring them out in strength because they have no establishment.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
See? They don't like to listen. They don't like to learn. They don't like to follow instructions. They listen and learn for only vanity or the contention. Not listening to change themselves.
Yes, sir.
Got to change everything else, but me, I'm good. No, we changed you. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, we reloaded. Let me make sure my time is set. Okay, I'm good. All right, shoot. No, you go ahead.
Yes, sir. And when I, Yah, have brought you into the land of the Canaanite, which I have sworn to you and to your fathers to give you.
So now he's expressing something here. So here's the tefillin. Now, okay, I'm a firstborn. I'm in the land. And now he says, put this on, and there's a mark to separate you from all the other nations. Okay, here's my mark. No problem. Okay? The one for the forehead and the shoulder, I'm working on it. One step, one step. Calm down.
You shall set apart before Yah everyone that opens the womb.
Okay, that's me. I'm a firstborn son of a virgin woman. Okay? Well, even just the firstborn of the woman, whether she's virgin or not, but the firstborn that she's ever had. But my mom was virgin. Okay? So I'm first. So I'm set apart from even among my brethren appointed to the service of the Most High to do the work. And the rest, they go together. I know y'all like to talk about doing the resting, but you got to do the work to do the resting too. Continue.
And every animal that its dam beareth.
Now the animals. So we got to get these.
Yeah.
That means there's got to be animals here.
Yeah.
All the cattle, the sheep, the cattle, the goats, the rams, the cows, everything have to be here. The camels, the donkeys, everything have to be. Continue.
And that openeth the womb, if it be to you a male, you shall sanctify before Yah.
Okay, so you have to set it apart. One, if it's a male, Move it on over here. Told you, that's the meat. It's not the firstborn, the women. This the men. And of animals, the men ones. This goes over here. Now, what does he want us to do with it?
And every ass that openeth the womb, you shall redeem with a lamb. Again.
So even the donkey, you have to redeem this now in exchange with a lamb. Okay? This one, you have to redeem it with the lamb. You have to give a lamb in its place. Now notice a lamb doesn't mean you go get a male lamb. You just go get a sheep. Female is the majority, lamb female. It doesn't say go get the rams, it says get the lamb in exchange for this. Otherwise, you have no male sheep. That's create a different problem.
And if you redeem him not, you shall cut him off.
Okay, if you don't redeem it, kill it. That's the end of the story. Okay?
Yes, sir.
If you ain't going to redeem it, kill it. Now, the Most High is telling you this law, and I'm telling you, this is the same law that goes for the children of Israel. If you're not going to be redeemed, he's just going to kill you. I'm telling you, there's no mistake about it.
Yep.
Okay? So, continue.
And every firstborn man child among your sons you shall redeem. But your servant you mayeth not redeem with money.
So servants, you cannot redeem them with money. Okay? You can't. Doesn't work the same. They have a different ordinance to follow. Okay?
And when in future your son shall ask you, saying, what is this ordinance of the firstborn? You shall tell him, by the power of a mighty hand, Yah delivered us from Mitzrayim, redeeming us from the house of the servitude of slaves.
So there's the power of redemption. So while we're doing this little procedure that we do from time to time as it come up, we're going through it. This is our custom and traditions, and we do it, and the servants do not. It caused the children to inquire. We appear to be the same in all things. We have a few weird caveats, a few weird actions that we perform, and the servants don't. What's this? No. We redeemed, not to them.
Right.
Continue.
And when the word of Yah had hardened the heart of Pharaoh, that he would not deliver us, he killed all the firstborn in the land of Mizraim, from the firstborn of man to the firstborn of cattle. Therefore do I sacrifice before Yah every male that openeth the womb, and every firstborn of my sons I redeem with silver.
So he's telling you the story exactly how you're supposed to tell it. Okay? This is the story. When your children ask, this is what you tell them, and this is what we do. Because this is what the half a shekel of silver for the sanctuary is for, or the 5 shekels for the firstborn. This is what it's for. So we have to do this and give it redemption, because this is what the Most High has required. You caught that? Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
You see? So
Yes.
it's so simple, the
Very
child can
simple.
understand.
Yes.
And this is why we have to do it and the servant don't.
Yes.
Because the Most High smote them. So they don't give a ransom. We have to give the ransom continually because we receive this benefit. Continue.
And it shall be inscribed and set forth upon your left hand and on the tefillah between your eyebrows, because by mighty strength of hand, Yah brought us out of Mitzrayim.
Okay, so the Most High brought you out in mighty strength of hand. This is the hand, and this is how it goes.
And it was when Pharaoh had released the people that Yah did not conduct them by the way of the land of the Philistine, though that was the near one.
Okay, so it was quicker for them to go right through Gaza, right through the Sinai, and come right up to the land coming from the way of the Philistine, Palestine.
For Yah said, lest the people be affrighted in seeing their brethren who were killed in war, 200,000 men of strength of the tribe of Ephraim, who took shields and lances and weapons of war, and went down to Gath,
Which is Gaza.
to carry off the flocks of the Philistine.
So they went down to Gath to carry off their flocks and died. See, this war business gets you in trouble. You don't know the instructions. You just do what you want. You think you're Most High supposed to bless it. Don't work like this. So go ahead. What happened?
And because they transgressed against the statute of the word of Yah, and went forth from Mitzrayim 3 years before the appointed end of their servitude.
So they left 3 years early. They supposed to wait for Moses. Moses learning on Mount Sinai, and then they felt like the Most High taking too long. We could just go. Okay, so they went. What happened next?
They were delivered into the hand of the Philistine, who slew them.
So now the Philistines slew them. And these are what?
These are the dry bones which the word of Yah restored to life by the ministry hand of Ezekiel,
the prophet. Ezekiel, Rasulullah, the prophet of Allah in the valley of Dora.
But which, if they now saw them, they would be afraid and return into Mitzrayim.
Well, Most High knows best, so they didn't go the quick way because all of the bodies that were there. Okay, continue.
But Yah led the people round by the way of the desert of the sea of Suf. And every one of the sons of Israel with 5 children went up from the land of Mitzrayim.
Okay, so 1 man, 5 children. Okay, this is a 5-to-1 ratio. Let's go.
And Musa carried up the ark, in which were the bones of Joseph, from out of the Nilos.
So from the Nile River, when Joseph died, they buried his body in the Nile River. So now when Moses comes southward down to the Red Sea, he now has to pick up Joseph's body from the Nile.
And took them with him, because he adjured the sons of Israel, saying, Yah will surely remember you, and you shall carry up my bones with you. And they journeyed from Sukkot, the place where they had been covered with the clouds of glory, and sojourned in Ethan, which is on the side of the desert. And the glory of the Shekinah of Yah went before them by day in the column of the cloud to lead them in the way. And at night the column of the cloud removed behind them to darken on their pursuers. Behind them.
So now they got this cloud that's moving with them, and it's providing them what they need to move in a nice, expeditious manner, but it's not providing the same to those that are struggling in the background. Well, continue.
But to be a column of fire to enlighten them before, that they might go forward by day and by night. The column of the cloud departed not by day, nor the column of fire by night, in leading on before the people. And Yah spake to Musa, saying, speak to the sons of Israel, that they return back and encamp before the mouths of Harata, as they lie, created after the manner likeness of the children of men, male and female, and their eyes open to them. It is the place of Tanis, which is between Migdol and the sea, before the idol Typhon. That is left of all the idols of Mitzrayim. For the Mishra will say, more excellent is Baal Zephon than Typhon. All idols, because it is left and not smitten, and therefore will they come to worship it, and will find that you are encamped nigh unto it, on the border of the sea.
So the Most High told him, here, listen, go over here and encamp over here. Now there's this idol over here we didn't get a chance to destroy while we was over there. So now just park it. Now they're going to come over here. They're going to see you over here. Then they're going to see their idol, and they're going to say, of all the idols standing, it was this one, and this is the best one. And now they're going to come back, and here's where they're going to come get you. Most High is telling them, I'm parking you up over here for them to see you, because I want them to come. I want them to come fuck with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta say it as it is.
Because they about to find out. Because they didn't get it yet, and I'm still not done giving it to them.
Yes.
Because remember they threw them kids in the sea and all of that. I'm not done
showing them.
I'm not done. I'm not leaving nothing standing. Go park around over here. Go down to Hirata. And I'm going to fix this over here. Okay, so the Most High is telling them straight up.
And Pharaoh said to Dathan and Abiram.
Now here goes
to sell
these two
sellouts.
Think they know everything. The children of Israel left, they remain behind. Let's see how this goes. Dathan and Abiram,
sons of Israel, who have remained in Mitzrayim. The people of the house of Israel are bewildered in the land. The idol of Zephon have shut them in close upon the desert.
So now Pharaoh says this to these two. These two bruised. And now he tells them, listen, our idol has caught them. They are in a place between the sea and the desert. They are bewildered. Now, the thing is, to you, this sounds different. In reality, we know the lay of the land. We know where you can go, where you can move, who accepts you, on what side, for what, when. There's nowhere to go. Okay? So when he saw them at this spot, he knows, hey, there's nowhere for them to go on this side, this side, or this side. Okay? And they don't have enough bulk to cross the sea. I would have never gone this way. From Pelicin, it was the easy shot, go straight.
Why they go this way?
Why you come this way? Oh, they got confused. The desert hit them, and now they lost. Right? They saw some oasis, they make a wrong turn. This happens. They dehydrated. We get them now. Okay, let's see how this goes. Continue.
And I will strengthen the design of Pharaoh's heart to pursue after them. And I will be glorified upon Pharaoh and upon his hosts, and the Mitzray shall know that I am Yah.
And they did so. Now the Egyptians is listening to the Most High. He's not even talking to them, but this what they doing. This what I'm trying to tell you, okay? It don't matter what side of the script you put yourself on. You can put yourself on the good guy's side. You can put yourself on the bad guy's side. You can put yourself on the side of the extra. You can put yourself on the side of the superstars. No matter what happens or how you fall in this script, it's going to fall the way it's written. I'm trying to tell you. So let's take a look at this. The Most High is like, yeah, they're going to do this. Here's the script for this. Nobody is moved. He's telling them, here's the script. Now park up right here. This is what I'm coming. They're going to come and chase you and do all of this stuff. All right? And action. And Moses is like, wait, what? I didn't. Okay, so we here. Let's see how this goes.
And the officers who went with Israel announced that the people had fled. And the heart of Pharaoh and his servants was turned unto evil against the people. And they said, what is this that we have done? For we have released Israel from serving us. And he himself prepared his chariot, and his people led he with him by soft words.
Okay, so he spoke to his people. He gave them some nice soft speech. And when it says soft words, you know, some motivation. That's what you guys liked anyway. Soft words. You're so delicate. Okay.
And he took 600 choice chariots and all the chariots of the Mitzray, his servants, who were afraid of the word of Yah, lest they should be killed with pestilence, if not with hail, and a third mule for drawing and following swiftly, he added to each chariot.
Okay, so he made sure he got them robust chariots in case they run into anything, you know, because they think they know the weapons of Moses' magic now. Okay, no problem.
And Yah hardened the design of the heart of Pharaoh, king of Misraim.
Okay, here we go.
And he pursued after the sons of Israel. But the sons of Israel, going out with a high hand, were stronger than the Mitzray. And the Mitzray followed after them and came upon them as they were encamped by the sea.
Okay, so they encamped by the sea.
Gathering of pearls and goodly stones.
So the Most High put them here and parked them by this idol. And while he's parking them there, he's like, yeah, my ephod needs stones. He's washing pearls and stones up, all up on the beach, just washing up jewels for them. You need these for what you're getting ready to make me. All right, continue.
Which the river Pishon had carried from the Garden of Eden into the Gihon.
Mm-hmm.
And the Gihon carried it into the Sea of Suf. And the Sea of Suf had cast upon its bank. But all the chariot horses of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his host were coming towards the mouths of Hirata.
So they were coming towards Hirata. All right, we'll be right back after this. All right, and we back. Go ahead.
Oh, sis, go ahead. I finished at 14:9. I finished towards the mouth of Hirata.
Why don't I see that?
Because you have 14:11.
Which are
before the idols of phone.
Okay, before the idols of phone. And Pharaoh saw the idols of phone still preserved and offered oblations before it. And the children of Israel lifted up their eyes and beheld it.
So now let's pay attention now, right? Now Pharaoh, he ain't got no problem giving up his idol. Whatever the idol's supposed to get.
Sure don't.
Right? Whatever the idol they say that the idol's supposed to get.
They do it.
They do it. Okay? You don't know what the Most High requires are. It's obvious because you're not doing it. Right? So you don't know how, what, when, where. You don't know nothing.
Then you're telling them and they still don't want to do it.
Listen.
But they love the Most High.
Okay? Read.
And beheld, the Mitzrayim were pursuing them, and they were sorely afraid. And the children of Israel prayed before Yahweh. But the wicked generation said to Moshe, because there were no places of burial for us in Mitzrayim.
All right. So now here comes the separation between the two generations. So you thought it started at the golden calf. They were all good until they got up before this idol and started talking smack about Moses.
Yeah.
Placing false accusations against the appointed. Placing false accusations against the leadership. Right? Right there. Go ahead, read it. Make sure I'm not bugging.
Have you led us forth to die in the wilderness?
No, back up.
You want me to read it again?
Yeah.
But the wicked generation said to Moshe, because there were no places of burial for us in Mitzrayim, has
you led us forth to die in the wilderness? Oh, this was my big game plan for you. Huh? This what you thinking? Oh, okay, no problem. Let's see what goes on now.
What have you done to us in bringing us out of Mitzrayim? Was as not this the word that we spake to thee in Mitzrayim? Let Yahweh manifest himself over us and judge, saying, desist from us, and we will serve the Mitzrayim. For it is better for us to serve the Mitzrayim than to perish in the desert.
All right. This right here is where it went down. This is where the tail of the tape happens. Was it not better before? Like we had big screen TVs, we had OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying? We had hoes. So what? They shot us every once in a while on a random Tuesday.
And it's though they got in this mindset when they got around this idol that they were
Got nothing
so
to do.
familiar
They
to
had
know.
this mindset even in they leaving. They were just quiet because when they could see Pharaoh's destruction happening in their faces, each man feared for his own life. When you gotta bury the person next to you because they do something wrong, everybody wanna sit tight. They don't wanna be like that guy. However, they still not dealing with the internal issue. They're seeing external forces pressure them to change, but they're not dealing with themselves. So if you see all of this work and effort going into bringing you out, by reason, you could say, okay, what is the next step? What is the Most High order? You don't get that type of response until Joshua.
Wow.
You see? You don't get that response. This is why the Most High is the first time you see it, the wicked generation. And it's right here. We in 14. We ain't even get, He gonna take this wicked generation to Sinai anyway. But you get to understand this is the problem. Okay, so you got questions like this, you don't understand, you talking against the word of the Most High, and you don't know what you are saying and its ramifications. Well, let's see what the ramifications is getting ready to be.
4 parties were made among the sons of Israel on the shore of the weedy sea. One said, let us go down into the sea. Another said, let us return into Mitzrayim. Another said, let us set against them the line of battle. And another said, let us raise a cry against them and confound them. Until the company.
Hold on,
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
No.
Yes.
So there's 4 parties.
Wow.
Okay? So there's one group. One group says, let's go down into the sea. Okay? Let's go toward the water. We ain't got nothing else. We can try to do something here. Another said, let us go back to Mitzrayim. The third one said, let us make war and fight against them. And the fourth one said, hey, let's line up and start to hollering and marching and protesting, and maybe they'll change how they feel about everything. Which group you with?
I'm not.
Which group you with? You with the protesters? You not with the protesters?
No.
They're just gonna cry. We're gonna holler and confuse. Right? You gonna go down to Mitzrayim? You gonna go back?
No.
I'm not with any of them because the other ain't give no instructions. None of these options. That's why I'm like, I don't know. None of them sound good, to be honest. But he ain't say none of these yet.
Now let's take a look. Let's go to the next verse.
Unto the company which said, let us go down to the sea, spake Moshe, fear not, stand still, and see the salvation of Yah.
So, of all of them,
Yep, let's go down here and let's see what happens.
Of all of them, Moses like, listen, this first group,
Yep.
this have a sense to me.
Yep.
One, going to war don't make no sense.
Yep.
We just getting out of captivity. If we were strong enough to defeat them in war, we would have defeated them with war in Egypt. So this don't make no sense. 2, what's yelling going to do? Shut up. And going back, I would never. No. So 3 of them got canceled. No way back. Only way, only wise the choice out of the 4 was forward. Go down, but wait. We're about to see the Most High's deliverance. Continue.
Which will be wrought for you today. To the company which said, let us return into Mitzrayim, Moshe said, you shall not return. For though you see the Mitzrayim today, you will see them no more forever.
So now, to the ones that said, let's go back, Moses is like, ain't no way back, playboy. You ain't gonna never see these again. I promise you this. Continue.
To the company who said, let us set against them the line of battle, said Moshe, contend not.
No time for fighting.
For the victory shall be wrought among you from the presence of Yahweh. And to the company who said, let us raise a cry against them, Moshe said, be silent.
Shut up. Shut up.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Shut up. Shut up.
I should know the people that's getting ready to do that one.
Shut up. Doesn't work like this.
Oh, they get ready to do this very one. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Can't make this
Go
up.
ahead, continue.
Be silent and give the glory and praise and exaltation to your Allah. And Yahweh said to Moshe, why standest you praying before me?
Hey, Moses, what are you doing? There's no time for praying. The army is here now. Go ahead.
Behold, the prayers of my people have come before thine own.
Listen, the people prayed a long time for you even figure out what's going on here. I already listened to them. Let's go. We move in.
Speak to the sons of Israel that they go forward.
Tell them move forward.
And you lift up your rod and stretch forth your hand with it over the sea.
Okay, you go forward too and just hold up your hand with your stick over the water.
And divide it. And the sons of Israel shall go through the midst of the sea upon the ground. For behold, I will harden the design of the heart of the Mitzrayites, and they will go in after them. And I will be glorified upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, upon his chariots and his horsemen, that the Mitzrayim may know that I am Yahweh, when I am glorified upon Pharaoh, upon his chariots and horsemen. And the angel of Yahweh, who led the way before the host of Israel, went and came behind them. And the column of the cloud went from before and stood behind them, because the Mitzrayim threw darts and stones at the Israelites. But the cloud intercepted them.
So
Yeah, that's
they threw
7 clouds.
They threw darts and stones. Now, maybe you don't understand. Maybe this sounds a little different today, right? So they were shooting at them. Okay? That's what they did.
Yeah.
Bow and arrow, slingshot, whatever you call it, they shooting them. And the Most High cloud is stopping it. Bing, 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 bing. You don't get to see Superman when he's doing the job. Okay? When the Most High doing the job, there's nothing to see. It's just working. We are moving. You don't know they shooting. If you knew they was shooting, these are people, they don't have no sense at all. They run to the bullet to get hit.
I was just sitting here thinking, those hard-headed ones that refuse to come now, whatever. I can see them all lined up at the Atlantic Ocean shore, waiting for the waters to split. But the messenger is not with you. He's right here.
It's all right.
And what? Quoting Psalms, going to say loud. That's better. Meditate on it.
Crying out
with a travail and a wail. You gotta cry from your heart. The stuff I learned that was just nonsense.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, you can't make this up. Oh, you can't make this up. They're gonna be on the shores of the Atlantic Ocean.
Go ahead.
And it came between the host of Israel and the host of the Mitzrayim, a cloud, one half of which was light and one half darkness. On the one side it darkened upon the Mitzrayim, and on the other side it shined upon Israel all night. And one host did not attack the other all the night.
Okay.
And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea with the great and glorious rod which was created at the beginning, and on which were engraven and set forth the great and glorious name, and the 10 signs which had smitten the Mitzrayim, and the 3 fathers of the world, and the 6 mothers, and the 12 tribes of Jacob. And straightway Yah brought a vehement east wind.
A vehement east wind. So a wind came out the east like a nobody's business. And what happened?
Oh, okay, it's forceful. Intense. Okay. East wind upon the sea all night and made the sea dry. And divided the waters into 12 divisions, according to the 12 tribes of Jacob.
Okay.
To reiterate that. They think it's just one, it's 12.
So there's a mixed multitude is a mixed, and now they separate into 12 divisions. Okay? One for each of the 12 tribes. So when you see this garbage, this Moses garbage is holding the stick, and everybody walk through in one lane, single file, and there's the old lady and the God and the
Yes, Prince of Egypt.
Listen.
Garbage.
Garbage.
That's not it. Oh, goodness.
This garbage. He make 12-lane highway one time. Everybody crossing together. Finished. Okay? That's why Pharaoh think we got it good, we can get them. This 12-lane highway, we're going to be great. There's no way this not good enough for them and not good for us. We can catch them. Okay, let's see how it goes.
And the children of Israel went through the midst of the sea upon the ground, and the waters were congealed like a wall, 300 miles on their right hand.
So now, hold on. See? There's a wall of water. The wind is blowing. There's a 12 of them. So the wall like gel. 300, 300, 300, 300, and they're going through, but there's a dry land right there. See this? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, you see this?
Yeah, they want it like this again, but it's not happening like this.
The problem with this right here, even Marvel cannot make it. They're struggling with people just swimming. This right here, their brain cannot, how we get this together. You see, they cannot fathom this. What? So, you mean, so there was water is in the middle? Yeah, there's a separation. Everybody have their own lane. Continue.
300 miles on their right hand and on their left. And the Mitzrayim followed and went in after them. all the horses of Pharaoh and his chariots and horsemen into the midst of the sea. And it was that in the morning watch, at the time that the powers on high come to offer praise.
Okay, so now during the morning watch,
Yes.
there's a time to pray. You see, you making praise. There's a prayer that's going on in this time. Even you not making it, it's still going on. You're the only one not making it. Continue.
Yah looked forth with anger upon the hosts of the Mitzrayim, from the column of fire to hurl upon them flakes of fire and hail, and from the column of cloud, and confounded the hosts of the Mitzrayim.
So now the Most High is mad. He's like, yeah, remember them hot bullets you sent? I got some for you. And he threw some back. Here, take this. This is better than what, I don't know what these other people saying. Thing is that it's not just a pillar of fire and they waiting. The Most High is giving them.
What for?
Yes, he is giving. Oh, you're shooting, knock this down and throw hot fire hail from them again. Yeah, you wonder why Egypt never wants smoke after this. Continue.
And he brake, or made rough, the wheels of Pharaoh's carriages.
So now, somehow the Most High chipping away on the wheel to make them bumpy. So now they was riding the smooth, and now it's a rough. Okay, continue.
So that they drave them with hardship, and that they went on and left them behind. And the Mitzrayim said one to another, let us flee from the people of the house of Israel. For this is the word of Yah, who fought for them in Mitzrayim.
The word.
And Yah said to Moshe, stretch forth your hand over the sea, that the waters may return upon the Mitzrayim.
So now, hold on, let me fix this. Let me fix this for you. Yes. So everybody's sitting around thinking Charlton Heston, and he's got to hold up the arms, and this guy's got to come and support, and this. No. He waved it one time, and then he'll go across. Then everybody get to cross, and he's to turn around, and he's a wave at the close.
Yep.
He's open
and closed.
And the close.
Charles,
This old Moses
movie called Ten Commandments.
Yeah,
yes,
it's an old movie.
Yes.
Before my time.
Yes. All right, continue.
And Yah said to Moshe, stretch forth thy hand over the sea, that the waters may return upon the Mitzrayim, upon their chariots and upon their horsemen. And Moshe stretched out his hand over the sea, and the sea returned at the time of the morning unto its strength.
It turned regular.
And the Mitzrayim fled from before its waves. And Yah strengthened the Mitzrayim in the midst of the sea, that they should not soon die in the midst of it.
So now the Most High says, wait, I'm not done with this. I don't just want you to die. I want you to know you die. So now he's like, now they die and they drown, and wait, no, don't let them drown. Let them hold on to life a little more. Hold up, death, wait. Keep breathing water. Even I don't make your body for this. Breathe it. Oh man, this hurts. Continue.
That they should not soon die in the midst of it, that they might receive the punishment which had been sent to them. And the waves of the sea returned and covered the chariot and the horsemen and all the hosts of Pharaoh, who had gone in after them into the sea. Not one among them was left. But the sons of Israel walked on the ground in the midst of the sea. and the waters to them were as walls on their right hand and on their left. That day Yah redeemed and saved Israel from the hand of the Mitzrayim. And Israel saw the Mitzrayim dead and not dead, cast upon the shore of the sea. And Israel saw the power of the mighty hand by which Yah had wrought the miracles in Mitzrayim. And the people feared before Yah and believed in the name of the word of Yah and in the prophecies of Musa his servant.
It took all that.
Yeah.
All right. That's it for today. I'm done with you. See you tomorrow. We continue again. We start singing the Moses song. I'll play the record too, because I make this song and you don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness.
All right. One step at a time, one day at a time.
One.